Something I've realized over the past few days is that there's a lot of different things that surface level fans of the underground just will never fucking know. And there's a very easy way to tell if you're a surface level fan. I just gotta listen to you talk. I just got done listening to some white kid on TikTok explaining how Nine Vicious's lyrics don't move him. Like, my nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? As if this nigga is King Charles IV. And Nine Vicious is some peasant giving him a show on a Sunday night. Get the fuck out of here. But what he doesn't understand or just refuses to understand is that not every rapper is coming up trying to rap like Biggie Smalls and Nas. The genre has moved so far since then. Like, nobody gives a fuck about bars. To be quite honest, they're cool. They're real cool. It's alright. Like, if you can rap for real, like real steady, and like it's a real tight, consistent flow, and you're rapping about some substance, like that's cool, bro. Like, do your thing. But is it the end all be all? Hell no, bro. Like the last nigga that tried coming into the game trying to rap like Eminem is fucking Lil Dicky. And he had the worst freestyle on the 2016 XXL list, bro. Something that niggas just don't want to accept nowadays is that it's a completely new generation. It's a whole new landscape, which is why subscribing to Niggas Hate the Real and following on TikTok and Instagram will help you navigate through all the bullshit you see on the internet. It's like, nah, fuck with your boys so you can stay up to date with all the underground news, all the news in general. We only speaking real shit. All the nuances and shit you gonna see on the internet. You gonna see a lot of niggas trying to get the PR right. I ain't worried about that shit, bro. I'm only speaking the real. A lot of y'all have a hard time spotting out bullshit when y'all see it. I don't have a high bullshit radius, bro. I could tell. I'm immediately spotting it out every fucking time. You want to tighten your radar, get your game up, follow your boy. With TikTok being the biggest platform we have out right now, people's attention spans are absolutely fucking fried. That shit has shook the game up so much to where people don't give a fuck if you can rap for real or not. Like, that shit's the icing on top of the cake. Literally, like, you get a bowl of ice cream, bars, and all of that shit is the fucking sprinkles, my nigga. Who gives a fuck if you have sprinkles or not, nigga? I just want the ice cream. I'm telling you, the image, your swag, the way you come across on the camera, are you relatable? How catchy is the song? Is it gonna get stuck in your head? All of that shit means way more to a listener nowadays in 2026 than whether or not you can rap like fucking Nas. Does the song have a catchy hook? Do you got a fire fit on, like some archive or some shit? You know what I'm saying? Does the scenery match the vibe of the song? If all of those are yes, then you have a very high likelihood of blowing the fuck up. All you gotta do is post and be confident. Back in the day, you needed to basically suck dick to get on the radio site. Back in the day, you needed to be basically funneled through like hella media outlets and fight through rap battles and rap battle expos and carrying bags for low-level A&Rs and shit. All of that shit you had to do before you can even get your foot in the door at a label. Now, all you need is a couple 100,000 views on TikTok, bro. The shit is shifted. It's a new game. But I mean, it's a gift and a curse, to be honest with you. There's no one size fits all when it comes to making it in the rap game anymore, like it used to be. I personally think it's better because it leaves the lane open for more different types of rap to thrive. There's so many different lanes that you can choose nowadays and actually have a successful career that, I mean, who's to say that it's not a good thing? But then that leaves the lane open for niggas to always have something to say, bro. Like, I get it. It's hip hop. But not everybody's a rapper like that. Not everybody gives a fuck about lyrics. And that brings me back to the Nine Vicious point. Nine Vicious did not blow up based on having fire-ass bars. That is not how he blew up. My nigga blew up off of that. Oh, you fancy, huh? What? You pop tags, huh? Say what? Like, bro, come on. Everybody that's been tapped into the underground knows where Nine got his swag from. That shit comes directly from late 2010s Atlanta. Young Thug, YSL. That whole sphere influenced an entire generation, including Nine Vicious. Shit, when Young Thug was little, them niggas was probably watching the Freaknik era, I wanna get drunk and hunch type music, bro. That's probably what them niggas was growing up around. And then that turned into the mixtape era, the syrup sipping era, the trap era. All of that shit started popping in the A. And then here we are. We got the YSL niggas now. We got a whole generation following after them. And like Nine Vicious is facing right now, Young Thug faced a lot of bullying coming up in the AO. Like, these niggas would not let this nigga breathe. I used to see endless jokes about how Thug sounded like this and that. Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob. You know how many baby talk memes, baby voice memes I seen from, you know, niggas on the internet talking about Young Thug back in the day, bro. All the vines and shit. Young Thug be like, you know what I mean? Like, These niggas still to this day have yet to accept Young Thug and what he is and what he's done for the culture. People used to hate this nigga sound so much, they told him he needed to create his own genre. And now here we are. Young Thug is widely known as a legend in the game, bro. V1 of YSL, now V2 of YSL, the new Atlanta. He's bringing a lot of niggas along with him. Isn't that the goal? To inspire? To inspire other artists to step out of the traditional mold and be themselves. These niggas never came out and said that they're gonna be the most lyrical niggas ever. They never told nobody that they was the next Nas or the next Jay-Z or the next Biggie Smalls. So why do people think that they're gonna get on the track and start rapping like the next fucking one of them niggas? Like, bro, what are we doing? Niggas done lost the plot. And think about it like this. Even if they did, if they got on the track and started rapping exactly like Nas himself, y'all niggas would just call him a clone. So what the fuck is the point? You gotta be yourself nowadays. Young Thug actually had to deal with Lil Wayne comparisons anyway. So what was the point? Why would he want to be anybody but himself at that point, bro? Y'all just gonna call him Lil Wayne if he tried to rap, nigga. So I'm just gonna be myself. I'm a sing. I'm a on the track. Nobody else is doing that. So why shouldn't I? And not only did he do that, that shit worked. The shit made him a legend. Songs like Lifestyle, the song that niggas literally clowned him day and night for. He's literally still making millions off that song right there. Still performing that song right there. Still inspiring niggas off that song alone. One of those niggas being Lil Keed. Now, Lil Keed was one of the rappers that was in the original YSL group. RIP Lil Keed. He did pass away. But yo, Lil Keed went on a heavy run, bro. I'm talking Trapped on Cleveland. Long Live Mexico. Like, if you haven't been tapped into Lil Keed, you're not going to understand a damn thing that's going on in the modern YSL era. Matter of fact, I suggest you go back and listen to everything Lil Keed has ever released, the entire discography, and then come back and finish this video. I'm going to start making y'all niggas do your homework before y'all come in here, bro, because I be seeing too many niggas in the comments babbling and talking about bullshit and not actually understanding the depth of what the fuck I'm talking about. Or they go and make a video on their own channel and it be full of retarded ass low IQ shit. Now, like I said, Young Thug inspired a man named Lil Keed. Lil Keed has a brother named Lil Gotit. Both Lil Keed and Lil Gotit both was making music for a long ass time, and I wouldn't even call them mainstream. They were flying well below the radar, but they were still dropping classics. They had songs with Gunna, they had songs with Thug, they had songs with Baby. Like, the two of them were really like taking over like the underground trap YSL mixtape scene, bro. Like, these niggas was really going dumb. I remember being in class listening to Made That Chat and niggas to bro, Brotherly Love, nigga. If you know, you know, bro. Nigga say I own a chop house like Conley Road, you know I know job. Go back and listen to some early Keed and Gotit. I'm telling you, you're gonna hear a lot of Nine Vicious in them. You're gonna hear a lot of 1300 singing in there. Like, a lot of these niggas, you just will not understand their talent level and what they're trying to portray in their music without knowing the facts behind it or without knowing the significance behind it. Let me put it in a way that a lot of bot-ass niggas will even be able to understand. Ken Carson is Playboi Carti's artist. Playboi Carti took a chance and signed Ken Carson before he ever had any crazy drops out. Like, Destroy Lonely is a different story. Destroy Lonely released an entire, produced album, mixed and mastered album before ever signing the deal to Carti. Ken Carson, no pun intended. I know he just dropped that album. Ken Carson was an experiment for Carti. He brought that nigga along everywhere he went. He had that nigga in Cali. He had that nigga in the studio with big rappers and, all of these famous figures trying to get him adjusted to the game. He didn't have a full album out. I mean, if you want to count Boy Barbie or whatever the fuck that shit was called, you can count it. I think that was just a small EP. But Ken Carson was not an established artist before Carti started bringing him on tour and bringing him around big niggas. When he started actually dropping Teen Bean, Teen X Relapsed, if you were not a fan of Carti back in the day, you were not going to understand the significance of what Ken Carson was doing. Go listen to At Me. You're going to hear dun 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 pussy ass nigga to talk shit. When you listen to Teen X, you're going to hear the same type of synth. You're going to hear the same type of production as Carti was doing when he was transitioning from the Dial-Lit era to the Whole Lotta Red era. Ken Carson just came in, swooped in, and took advantage of that. People that knew, they knew. People that listened to Carti, they listened to Ken Carson's new shit, and they were like, damn, this nigga got some shit. I'm low-key fucking with it. And that was the goal. That was the point of him being in Carti's corner. That was the point of him being in the studio with Carti. I wouldn't even be surprised if Carti himself handed this nigga Ken some already made tracks and told that nigga go in the studio, memorize this shit, and rap this shit, nigga. This shit really sounds that similar. And I don't even have a problem with that shit, bro. A lot of niggas get reference tracks. A lot of niggas get songs written for them. I mean, if you go back and look, Jay-Z was getting reference tracks from Ye. Jay-Z was getting beats produced by Ye. Ye was getting reference tracks from Drake. Like, all of these niggas share tracks. I'm not even gonna get deep into that wormhole because it's not what the video was about, bro. If anything, them niggas be rapping for real. And we're not talking about them lyrical ass niggas. We're talking about Ambitious. We're talking about Young Thug. And we're talking about YSL and their significance to the scene. And I genuinely think that, like, if you weren't tapped in to the pre-COVID era of Young Thug, or just even the early 2010s Young Thug, bro, you're not gonna understand a lot of this new shit in terms of just the new Atlanta scene. You're not gonna understand the significance of what's going on, because these niggas, they draw a lot of inspiration from that time right there. And if you didn't tap into this scene, or even just Young Thug in general himself, if you didn't tap into Young Thug's music until 2019, then you just shouldn't speak on certain shit when it comes to new era YSL or just new era Atlanta, because you're just gonna sound retarded, gang. And I'm sorry, that extends way past Young Thug and Atlanta and YSL in general, bro. If you just don't understand a topic, or you just haven't done any research on anything, and you just get online and just open your fucking mouth, maybe that just isn't a good idea, gang. Just think about before you get on the internet. Do I know the full ins and outs of what I'm talking about, or am I just getting on here and just talking to talk? Just think about that before you make the next TikTok video.